Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC, presents Comedy Appetizers, a podcast where you will find short comedy sets, stories, and funny bits from the famous and not so famous. Here is your host and MC, Scott Edwards.
And here's an interview and some comedy from a news interview of the comedy team of Mack and Jamie. It opens up with a skit they were doing from the Comedy Break TV show. You'll hear them doing an interview during a road race. And then it goes into the interview that was happening on the local TV news channel. So here's a little bit of comedy and an interview with one of the best comedy teams in the history of stand-up comedy, Mack and Jamie.
A break in the noon show today, a comedy break, if you will, with the hosts of the late-night syndicated series of the same name.
Yes, a comedy break with Mack Dryden and Jamie Alcroft.
We're here at the third annual NASCAR Invitational Stock Car Race, and we're about to speak with Billy Wade and Mitchell Joe Bob Peterson. If we can get him over in front of the cameras for just a moment, he is the winner of today's race. Billy Wade, if you stop making that ridiculous sound with your mouth. Thank you very much. Billy Wayne, the fans are all thrilled for your victory. You personally must be a very happy man.
I'm about as happy as a baby in a barrel full of boobs, Jack.
I'm sure you are, and what a colorful way of putting it.
Yeah, I'm about as happy as a mosquito in a nudist camp. You know what I mean?
I see. Good. Now, Billy Wayne, the going got a wee bit tough after the first few laps.
I tell you, it was tough as putting pantyhose on a Brahma bull. You ever try that?
Late night comedy it is, remember.
And Mack and Jamie, by the way, are performing all this week at Laughs Unlimited in Sacramento. But they're here with us right now.
Yes.
Tell us about the series.
And happy to be here.
Who tells the story best?
Which story is that?
Oh, I
The
think I do.
story of the great beginning.
Oh, the great beginning.
Oh, Lord.
See, how did we get together?
How'd you get to this point?
Mac?
Computer date.
Yeah.
We were acting in a theater company down in Key West, Florida, and we started acting up backstage and having fun together. And when a variety show would come around, we would put a little sketch together and have some fun. And
We did an impression of the Bee Gees one night and tore the house down.
Two of you did an impression of the four Bee Gees?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
This kind of thing doesn't work unless there's great chemistry. I can see that. You have to be.
You know, that's a funny thing because you get up on stage, and first we got up on stage and we started doing our routines, and we were just trying to do funny. And we got off stage and people say, boy, the chemistry between you two. And that was something that was not defined by us, but defined by the audience.
Well, two comedians. Yeah. There's no straight guy and no comic guy.
No, we try to avoid that.
Funny guys.
We try to avoid that.
But there's talent here. So how much time do you spend working on your sketches or your routines or your chemistry or whatever?
Back all the time when we were doing the show. We were on about a 6-day schedule. We had one day off, but it was rehearsal and read-throughs and everything.
You see, most comedy series are 22 shows in a year. We did 125 shows in a year. We did what they call a first-run syndicated comedy show, which meant 5 shows a week, and it had never been done before. So it was very, very time-consuming, exhausting, but fun.
Let me ask you, when you're doing a syndicated comedy series, what's the best part of it and the worst part of it?
Well, the best part of it is having fun through the hard work. I mean, after all, it is comedy, and when you're dressed up as Carmen Miranda, it's hard to be serious, you know. Yeah. No, we had a really great time. The toughest part is that you're never quite prepared because it's so fast. You can't quite get enough rehearsal time in, not quite enough writing time. It's just bam, bam, bam.
Want to get these guys live? That's Mack and Jamie at Laughs Unlimited through May the 4th, opening tonight, right?
Or we opened last night. Yeah, we had a lot of fun, had a great turnout, and signed 50, 60 autographs. That was fun.
That's fun.
That was fun.
Nice evening. Thanks for stopping in.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Very much.
Lots of luck to you.
Mack and Jamie are terrific friends. I still talk to them on a regular basis today. One of the best comedy teams ever in the history of stand-up. They were working my club in the 80s and 90s. They had their own TV show, Comedy Break, lots of appearances on The Tonight Show, The David Letterman Show.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Comedy Appetizers. Be sure to share with family and friends, and we will see you this Sunday for our regular podcast, your host and MC, and again next Friday for another episode of Comedy Appetizers. Bye!